We'll call the meeting to order. We have a quorum, and first thing up on the agenda is I do want to see if we could not go the full hour because there is a select board meeting tonight, and the first two things on the agenda are affordable housing. One of it is 1 Pleasant Street, the other is 390 CJC. So I want to be present for that, as I had been asked to be present for that. And right now, my GPS is telling me it's an hour and 52 minutes to get home. So
Oh boy. Oh boy.
it's gonna be.
You want to get in the car and do your meeting from the from a phone in the car?
We can buzz right through it. What
So what I wanted to find out from Cassandra, this was on our agenda last month, and we had talked about 1 Pleasant Street. It was kind of in limbo to being approved for occupancy permits based on the fact that there was a question of the 4 units, 2 of them having 2 bedrooms and 2 of them having 1 bedroom. And Sandra, if you could shed some light on.
Sure. Yeah. So I actually got notification this morning that the developer is willing to split it 2 and 2 for 2 bedrooms and 2 1 bedrooms. So we will be moving forward with that version of the local action form for the select board to sign off on this evening.
Okay. Awesome.
That was good.
And then 390 CJC, they're also looking for the select board to sign off on his change to add 4 more units as deeded affordable to his property. So that'll make 40% of his units affordable.
wow.
Deeded
That's
affordable.
terrific. What prompted him to do that? Do you have any idea?
Well, I would say it is out of the goodness of his heart, to the extent that he has a waiting list of people locally here in Cohasset. I know his wife is on the on the Housing Authority board, and so she's probably going to be there tonight as well. So yeah, they have local people that want to get on that, get in there as soon as they can. They've been working with the town social workers, so to get people
that's
in there. So
terrific.
I think they have 30 days to select a local preference, and then after that, it goes into the state portal. Is that an accurate statement, Sandra?
Sorry, I'm having a snack. Yes, I think that's correct.
Okay. So,
That's good. I think actually because Lorraine was doing the marketing for them, when he first was putting them up for rent, and the affordable ones went right off the bat. And I think the people, it's not like they've been good tenants, and I think he was happy to get it filled, get those filled right off the bat. So then he had a little bit of a struggle with some of them, and so maybe he figured, this is a steady niche for, and they're qualified, I think they get pre-approved and all that stuff,
When you mean a struggle with some of them, you mean renting them?
Yeah, just because some people were just they're very nice units, but then they were like, oh, do I want to live in the Stop and Shop parking lot?
Right, exactly.
He was having a hard time with that.
But if they're the lower priced for him, it's better to have them rented and have a guaranteed income, even if it's reduced amount, than to have them sitting there empty.
They're not. It's not like the rock bottom. I don't think.
No, I know.
I think he's still getting a doable rent.
yeah, as we know from Avalon,
They're not so cheap.
the affordable rate isn't so affordable.
Yeah, it's not like it's $1,500 a month or something,
Yeah. So
Oh,
so
that's
that's on the
terrific.
agenda. Yeah, so I plan on attending. It should only take minutes, I would guess.
So we'd asked the agent that's going to be selling the condos at 1 Pleasant. He's pricing them between 600,000 and 800,000.
For 1 Pleasant Street?
Yeah, to sell 600,000 to 800,000.
Yeah, is that where they're going? Yeah, around there. Yeah, it's it'll be interesting. I know the affordable ones will have to be a different price, right? Because of the way it's structured when they sell them. So, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he gets the 800.
Yeah,
How large are the larger ones, the 2 bedrooms? Do you remember that, Beth?
It is.
5 or 2 bedrooms, yeah.
No, how large are they?
I don't know the square footage on them yet.
They're
Okay,
about 1,500 square feet.
1,500, okay.
And what are the 1 beds, do you know, Cassandra?
970.
So 970 for a 1 bedroom, and how much for a 2 bedroom?
Around 1,500. she
About
thought.
1,500 is 1,490.
That's not bad, actually.
How does that compare to the James Lane size? Those are a lot larger?
They were like, I want to say like 1,800, but they're up over, 3 levels. They're, with all the 3rd level finish, they can push, I think, around 2,000, but I think their basic 1st and 2nd floor were like 1,600 something to start with.
Okay.
Awesome. So that'll be moving right along, and if they sell the condos, there'll be some more vibrant aspects of the village move forward. So that's good news for everyone, especially for the 4 units that'll be affordable. That'll be great.
Yeah.
So far so good.
When do they expect an occupancy permit on that, Cassandra?
So they're going to get them when they sell each condo.
They're gonna get occupancy permit when they sell each condo?
So each one will go up for sale, and as they do that, they're going to.
Oh, so
Sign.
they're just getting an occupancy permit unit by unit, not for the whole building at once?
Well, as far as I understand it, the first floor already has an occupancy permit, and the second floor was waiting on this decision to be made. I don't know that there's one occupancy permit for everyone at once. The building inspector told me he was going to do them one at a time.
Oh.
So
But are they all completed now?
I don't know.
Okay.
So if you see them in the paper, they're probably completed. So anyone in the real estate business will know they're completed before we will.
He has a sign there, but I haven't seen, he hasn't posted them on the MLS or anything.
I suspect there'll be one unit that everyone will walk through and look at minimum, so. But so
Yeah,
that's
they'll probably
that.
have a model for the 1 bedroom and a model for the 2 bedroom.
So we're happy because we have 4 units that'll be priced affordable and deeded affordable. So the other properties that we had talked about was obviously CJC will have more units deeded affordable, which is great. Doesn't change our numbers though, but that's great that people can afford to get in there. And so I don't think there were any others that we had really talked about that were close to anything.
And
I
the
know
guy
that,
that's there across from St. Anthony's, what's the status on his units?
Yeah, so he's fully open, and he's working the process of deeding one of the units affordable, and that's just going to take time, as best I understand.
But does he have occupants in the other units?
As far as I know, he does.
Anybody know?
I don't know the status of that at this moment.
Yeah, he was approved. He was approved for sewer, which is one of the final sign-offs. So I guess he does. But yeah. So the other
If you're going to the selectmen's, this is Mary, can you ask them about the 3A and Pine Street property if that's a final conservation thing and we can forget about it?
Yeah, so I didn't get to that yet, but
Oh,
we
okay, sorry.
Yeah, no problem. I wanted to get your up.
I lost you.
Yeah, he just froze. He said he's been having computer trouble.
I think he was gonna ask me for an update on the subcommittees. So I'll just talk. Hopefully he can hear. According to Habitat, shingles are being installed now.
What is, sorry, what's being installed, Mary?
Shingles, sorry, I'm lisping today. Shingles are being installed now. Electrical and plumbing probably by early January. Boilers have been donated. I asked about a report about volunteers, which was not forthcoming, and I was told to check the website, which was unsatisfactory answer to me, but whatever. So I don't know how busy they are, if they've got people booked and so forth. And I was just came back from being out all day, so I didn't get a chance to check, but I can look on the website and get back to you folks later on tomorrow probably. Tamara's making phone calls for the end of the year, so I guess she's not coming. The appearance at the stroll was non-existent. Nobody showed up. They had let me know in advance that one of them wasn't coming, but not the second. So I went down there and nobody came. And after checking in, I found out that no one was coming. So that's what happened. I have no comment.
Yeah, so they, yeah, I don't blame you. So last year they brought a table and
Yeah.
signage and all that, so they didn't do that at all.
No, well, I was told last week that Tamar, this guy Michael, who's the new volunteer coordinator, and the two new property unit ladies were all going to come. So Michael texted me early mid-afternoon on Saturday and said that he couldn't make it. I was still expecting Tamar, but she didn't tell me she wasn't coming, and she was in Boston. So, but I found this out after I got there at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Anywho, it's nothing to say. I really can't wait till this is over.
Yeah, yeah.
For people who are paid to do this and a volunteer was, got stuck, it's a problem for me. So I will just move on in the spirit of the holidays and say we'll go on from here.
Okay. I appreciate all your efforts, for sure.
Good support.
Yeah, you and I were out there last year, and we were well received last
Yeah.
year.
And this is even more important because we have something to show, but
Yeah,
I don't get it. But
yeah.
And they still haven't raised all their funds yet. They're still lacking some money.
I know, but I don't know if it's a generational thing or something else, but when I was working, nobody would have ever pulled a thing like this. But anyway, let's,
No show.
Yeah. Moving on.
Moving on. So, thank you for all of that. Again, we kind of put it out there. I had asked, Megan James to send out that flyer to see if they could put it on one of their Friday releases,
Oh yeah.
and all that stuff. So I didn't see that was done. So we can try it again in January, after the holidays when
Sure.
people may be paying attention. We can try that again.
Yeah.
It looks like we only need to raise like, I don't know, $65,000 or $75,000.
Right. That was the last figure I think we had.
Yeah. So
I don't know if that's changed. And maybe the end of the year, there might be some extra donations.
Well,
Yeah.
I was told she was making phone calls, but I don't know.
okay.
I thought she was going to be at the, somebody was going to be on the meeting today. So I have to say I didn't double check, but I thought they were usually invited and one of them showed, but again, shrugging my shoulders.
I hear you. So we look forward to June for the grand opening.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So we'll give you the
Mary,
shovel.
have you met
We'll give
both
you
of the,
We'll give you the shovel first, Mary.
Well, I'm doing my best, but I'm
who knows what she'll be shoveling?
Yeah.
Mary, have you met both of the women moving in? Or just the
No,
one with her son?
no, just what's her name? Erin. I think. Yeah, just the one with the boy. I haven't met the other one. And I was looking forward to that, but apparently they got the note that no one was, that Habitat wasn't coming, but I got misleading information, but whatever.
Okay.
Awesome. So that's kind of everything I know on affordable housing, existing subject matter and subcommittee updates.
Yeah.
Unless anybody has anything else, there's the other area from last meeting where we talked about, I think it's technically 585 CJC.
Pond
Which-
Street, right?
Yeah, Pond Street and 3A. We had all talked about not pursuing it, but then last month, Susan wanted to pursue it again one last time. So I reached
Well, it
out to the
seems there's room that there could be a duplex or something in there.
yeah, so I reached out to the select board. They were tied up with the fall town meeting stuff.
Yeah.
So I'll look to express our views on that property. I know we're working on language. They have to trade property at Wheelwright to put up a wind farm of some sort. So whatever amount of property that's on,
Yeah.
they have to find another area in town to dedicate to open space, I guess. Is that kind of good?
Yeah.
Cassandra?
I haven't had a lot of involvement with the project, but yes, that sounds right to me.
Yeah, so they're gonna put up a windmill or something, right?
One windmill?
I'm not sure if I think it's a cell tower.
Cell tower, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's a windmill. It's a
Sorry
cell
about that. I
tower.
don't wanna scare anyone. Yeah,
Where'd the
Where's that
windmill come
supposed to
from?
be?
that's what it
Where's
is, yeah.
that gonna be? Where is that gonna be?
Inside of the park.
Right.
Wheelwright, so somewhere in the woods, parallel to Forest Ave.
Okay.
Somewhere the
If
bulb
you're gonna
tower.
be at the meeting tonight, though, as long as you're gonna be listening to what they have to say about One Pleasant and the CJC, property, can you inquire about the 3A and Pond Street and what their take is on that?
I'm assuming he's frozen again.
Yeah, it shows no sound. Yeah, before they end up deeding the whole entire piece of property over to, oh, you're back, Paul. Before they end up, deeding that whole piece of property there at 3A and Pond Street, because there was, Michael and I, we live on Pond Street and 100 Pond Street, and there were some guys out surveying a week or so ago. So I don't know, if they're still trying to designate where the wetlands are precisely, or I thought that was already done, but before they end up deeding it all over to some kind of conservation, property, it'd be nice to at least kind of stake our claim a little bit that we'd like to see if we can't try to squeeze something small in there.
Okay, I'll put in the request and see what we can get.
Thanks, Paul.
Yes, thank you.
So if anybody has anything else, we do have to accept the meeting minutes from last month.
Motion to approve.
A second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, minutes approved.
Thanks, Beth. I was hoping we could, decide that we were gonna rotate the minutes, because I feel bad that Beth is doing them all, but Fred is.
I'll do them this month because they'll be easy.
Okay. But I
Um,
mean, sometime Fred is here. I'd
Paul,
like-
you did you do them last month, Paul?
I did, yeah. I that's why I wanted it in Word so I could just copy your format. Yeah.
I know, I because I do it on Apple. So.
Oh, yeah, so I had to recreate it, but not a big
But
workout.
it look good.
But Paul, if you're not hearing from Fred and he's missed the last 2 meetings, should we check with Taffy or just somebody at the Housing Authority and find out if he wants to continue trying to be a member, or if there's anyone else that they'd rather have designated, just so we can get that feedback? I mean, especially like as far as these additional units that are going to be there over at CJC there at Sawyer Street. I mean, those are the kinds of things that he should dovetail on.
Okay,
I thought he came to the last meeting.
No,
no,
I
Just,
thought he wasn't he in the room with me?
that was
Well,
2 meetings ago.
that was 2 meetings ago because Beth was not at it and Fred was not at it. Beth was out of town and
Yeah,
Fred
no,
was at work.
Okay,
yeah,
sorry.
I'll reach out to Fred.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's not getting the, I don't know. I don't want to speak for him, but I just, want to make sure that somebody from there, from the Housing Authority, is able to participate.
Okay, I'll double check. So with that said, on the meeting minutes and alike, Cassandra had put together the list of the third Tuesday of every month for 2025. So what we can do is, prior to the next meeting, we can kind of jot down who can do the minutes if we want to rotate the minutes.
Okay.
So far, the next 3 meetings are on a Tuesday, and they each follow a Monday holiday. So just to keep that in mind if anyone's going out of town.
Yeah, I'll be out of town from the January 25th to March 7th, but I mean, I can go online, I can go online, but
Okay,
but I'm happy to do March 18th if, take a turn.
okay, awesome.
All right, Paul, do you want to get going?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
hit
switched
the
to my.
road. Hit the road.
All right. Well,
So if
Well,
anyone else anything more,
I
we
think
voted, we have the agenda for January. The only thing we'll have to do for the June agenda is maybe substitute it for the grand opening of 808 Jerusalem. That's supposed to
Okay.
be in June.
Yep.
So that's the only thing I can think of. I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays.
Merry
Safe.
Christmas. to you.
You
Travels
too.
every-
Drive carefully. There were a lot of sirens going a half hour ago or so on 3A. So I'm afraid there was some big something that happened.
Yeah, when I came home, there was a fire truck from Situate and a fire chief car heading up 3A right at Pond Street. So I don't know where they were going. But
Yeah,
and then
right.
then I heard a regular police car go after that. So I don't know what's up.
Yeah, there were tons of sirens. So just take it easy, Paul.
Yep.
All right.
Be safe. If you run
Motion
in,
to adjourn.
if you
Okay.
if,
Motion to
Meeting-
adjourn?
I second.
Bye.
if,
All in
if you
Bye, everybody.